Hello everyone, my name is Alex Majeski. I am a freshman at Mid-Michigan Community College, and today we are going to be talking about what personal space is. When you're in a big group, when it comes to being in a group with friends or anyone like that, you tend to not think about how much space is between the people, and you just don't remember what personal space is. You're not thinking about it. The main way to maintain personal space is by creating physical boundaries. Did you know everyone has a personal space bubble, in which that is the amount of space that you're leaving to the person you're talking to or the person that you're by? When people tend to enter your personal space bubble, you start feeling uncomfortable. Did you know there's 4 types of personal space? The first one is intimate space, which is physical contact to 18 inches away. And the next one is personal space, is from 18 inches to 4 feet away. And social space is 4 feet to 12 feet. And public space is from 12 feet and beyond. Some ways to prevent being too close to someone in their personal space is if you put your hands on your hip and both sides, and if you're touching the other person, you're too close and you're in their personal space. The next one is when someone is backing away from you or going around you. They tend to feel uncomfortable, and that shows that you're too close to them, so you know to back away. As I found key points to maintaining personal space and what personal space looks like, I found additional breakdowns on what each terms mean and how to define them. Personal space is a comfortable distance between you and the person you're talking to or standing next to. The first main point for personal space is setting and defining your boundaries, which you need to reflect your needs, define your boundaries, be clear, be consistent, and consider consequences. The next main point you need to think about is how to have self-compassion. Self-compassion ties along with personal space because you need to think about yourself and how you want to treat yourself and how would you want others to be treated. So you need to be kind to yourself, practice mindfulness, acknowledge difficult emotions, set boundaries, and take breaks. The next main point for personal space is recognizing social cues, which is a big one. It's the main one for personal space, which you need to observe body language. Like I talked about, if people are walking around you and stepping away from you, that means you're too close. Voice tone, you can tell if someone is willing to talk and wanting to talk, or if someone feels uncomfortable. Another one is eye contact. If they're not looking at you while you're talking and just looking around, that means they feel uncomfortable or not wanting to talk. The next key point for personal space is maintaining personal space yourself is by boundaries, nonverbal communication. If you don't want to be by that person, just text them or call them or do whatever you gotta do. You need to have a comfort zone. Everyone has a comfort zone. I have a comfort zone. You have a comfort zone. Your family has a comfort zone. Everyone has their own comfort zone on how close you want the person to be. And physical boundaries. Physical boundaries are a main topic for personal space. You need to have physical boundaries for personal space. Physical boundaries for personal space are ways to protect your body and space and to communicate how you want others to behave around you. Another main point for personal space is advocating for yourself, which is understanding yourself, a support system, and be persistent. The last term is setting a tone, which you need to be clear, be calm, be direct, be polite, and consider the setting around you. After going through the terms for personal space, what do you need to look out for? Are you in someone's personal space bubble? Can your hands be on your hips without touching someone? Do you feel comfortable around that person, or can you tell that they're not comfortable? A recap of what personal space is. Personal space is a comfortable distance between you and the person you're talking to, sitting next to, standing next to. I have a question for you. Do you ever think about if you're in someone's bubble, personal space bubble, or if you're too close to someone that you're talking to, sitting next to, standing by? Thank you for taking the time out of your day to learn on what personal space means and how you can prevent from being in someone else's personal space bubble.